Hey everyone, welcome to another Fat Lad ad video. I say that because I think this is the first section that will be in this video this week. It's Sunday, 24th of April, and I'm out for a run. So this is run 6 of my 10k training program, and Sunday is always going to be long run day, but I think because it's in the first 2 weeks, which are basically base miles, it's not a particularly long run. It's like 2 miles again, which is what it should have been yesterday, but I ended up doing 5k yesterday. But today I'm going to stick to the 2 miles, just because it's a back-to-back run day. And yeah, I'm going to do a different route with a bit of trail running, I think, through the nature reserve rather than through my usual road route. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm out of breath. Nothing unusual there. So that's that run done. That was run 6 of my 10k training program, which, as I said, the first 2 or 3 weeks, I started like halfway through a week, so the first 2.5 weeks basically are base miles at easy pace. So this was, I actually thought before I set off it was going to be 3 miles, because Sunday is supposed to be the long run day, but it was actually another 2 mile easy pace run. So when I saw that, I decided to do a bit of trail running, because I haven't done much of that, and I've only got like road running shoes, so I wasn't sure how well it was going to go. So I stuck with 2 miles, 3.22 kilometres. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a struggle. First kilometre, I think I probably had too much coffee. I tried to counteract the coffee by having a couple of pints of water before I set off, but that probably made my stomach full, so I could feel it sloshing around, which didn't help. My nose being blocked does not help either, but that's just something I'm gonna have to live with. I'm taking antihistamines and Beckinase kind of stuff, but it's not doing a lot of good, if I'm honest. But yeah, pleased with that. I got it done, didn't have to walk, did a different route. Oh, my music started playing, oops. So I've now got a 2 mile, which I could probably convert to a 5k trail route by doing an extra sort of mini loop, or probably convert to quite a longer trail route by doing the other half of the river, because I basically just run up and down one side of the river or the brook or whatever. So if I cross the bridge, I could probably run up and down the other side and make it probably not far off 10k, but we'll see. I'm a long way off 10k, so I'm not going to think about that yet. But anyway, that's another run done of my base miles, and that is the last run of this week, I think. So what happens now is the plan takes a look at my times, and basically you give like yourself a review at the end of how hard you think it is. I accidentally clicked on easy yesterday, which I didn't mean to, but you can't change it once you clicked on it. I should have clicked on moderate, I think. I clicked on hard this time. So yeah, so now what it'll do is it'll take a look at my results for the 4 runs of the week, and give me my plan for next week, which, you know, I suspect is going to be maybe a little bit different, hopefully. There's probably going to be one easy run, maybe on Tuesday, and then Thursday might be like an interval run or something like that, and then Saturday and Sunday will be just normal running, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm nearly home now, gonna go have a shower, then I've got an exciting Sunday planned of one hopefully last run to the tip to get rid of the last of the decorating rubbish, a couple of carpet offcuts and a few other bits, and that'll be hopefully us back to a normal house. Still got the door to paint, which I've been doing this morning, but yeah, I'll catch up with you later in the week. Hey everyone, welcome to another run. I think I'm on run 6 or 7 of my 10k run. I should really write this shit down, shouldn't I? This one should have been done yesterday, but had a bit of busy day yesterday with trips to Birmingham Eye Hospital and all sorts of things. I mean, we went to Birmingham Eye Hospital again today, but we're back earlier than I thought, so I've got time for a run before I have to start work about 1:30. It's now about 12, just after actually, maybe about 20 past 12. So this one is basically a 5k. It's basically 3-mile run. As I said, it's a Garmin program, so everything's in miles, even though it's an actual 10k program. So it's a 3-mile run, which is about 4.8 miles, something like that, 4.6 miles, something like that. Sorry, kilometres, 4.6 kilometres. So it's nearest damp to 5k. Probably will end up doing 5k if I can manage it. And then, yeah, should be ready for my Morecambe run on Sunday. A couple of runs in between then, but they're all quite short, so there'll just be like a nice ramp down, if you like, towards Morecambe. It's a bit chilly this morning, this afternoon then, but it's nice enough. Anyway, I'll speak to you at the end and let you know how I get on. Well, that's another run done, 5 kilometres. Set off at quite an easy pace because I wasn't hugely confident this morning, this afternoon, but it went fine. Didn't struggle hardly at all. Last sort of kilometre and a half I upped the pace a bit, and last sort of 300, maybe 500 metres I upped the pace even more, so I was pretty pleased with that. I think I finished on a roughly 7 minutes 5 seconds kilometre pace, which sets me in good stead for basically on Sunday at Morecambe. I'm going to try to aim for a 7 minute per kilometre. So pretty happy with that. I'll go back home, find my wife, have some lunch and go back to work, unfortunately, while she can convalesce in front of the TV, so shame. I mean, good for her, but not a shame for me, I guess. Because this run was a day late, I've got another one to do tomorrow, but basically tomorrow's is a 2-mile run, so it should be fairly easy. I'll go pretty easy, don't want to overdo it before Sunday. And then I think I've got a run on Saturday as well, but again I think it's another 2 mile easy, so should be a nice little warm up for Sunday. All going good. I just need to sort my diet out. My diet's not great at the moment, so yeah, that's on the agenda. Maybe start next week. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow, probably, for tomorrow's run. Have a good rest of Wednesday. Good morning everyone, and welcome to another run. It's Friday morning. I haven't done my weigh-in yet because I wanted to get this run done, because in theory it should have been done yesterday, but I missed it because I was busy. So this is Thursday's run on a Friday. It's quite short. It's 2 miles. I say it every time, but it's 2 miles, 3.22 kilometres. Just a couple of easy runs left to do before my 5k run in Morecambe on Sunday. Bit chilly this morning, but it's fine. It's still technically only April. I mean, it's not technically about it, it's still only April. So yeah, hopefully this will be a relatively easy pace run. Don't want to risk any injuries, although speaking of injuries, my back is a little achy this morning. I don't think it's too bad, but I think purely caused by playing snooker last night, trying out a new stance, which is getting me lower down on the shot, and it's stretching my back a little bit, so it's just a bit strained this morning, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I'm not too worried about it for Sunday or anything. I'm not planning to play snooker again between now and the race on Sunday, so anyway, I'll talk to you at the end of this run and let you know how I go. Hey everybody, and welcome to the end of week 17, I think, of Fat Lad Ad. Yeah, as usual, I haven't done much in the way of preparation for this sort of end of the week summary, so forgive me for that.
it is what it is, but it's been a pretty disappointing morning, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, I'm just going to sum up the sort of the highs and lows of week 17 and what has been sort of the first week of been sort of at least trying to be back on it, and basically it's gone particularly badly. So let's start off with exercise. Exercise has been all right. I've continued my 10k training plan. A couple of my runs have slipped because it's been a really odd and busy week. Basically, what's been happening is my wife has been in for surgery on her eyes. She's had like what they call lens replacement surgery, so she's now got essentially contact lenses embedded in her eyes, so she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore, which is great. But that involved essentially 2 trips to Birmingham, and basically means that she hasn't been able to do much because she has to protect her eyes from getting anything in it, dust and stuff because of infection. Because essentially she's got wounds in her eyes, which is a bit scary to think about. But so yeah, it's been a pretty busy week. I know you can hear the violin playing in the background, but it's meant that my runs have sort of slipped a little bit. So they've not been on the days I've meant to have them on, and I was meant to do one. In fact, I was meant to do one yesterday, and I thought, I'll just do it today instead. But and I did start doing a run today. But the other thing that's happened is I went to play snooker last night, and I've been trying out a new stance, which is a bit more of a sort of low down stretch, and it's sort of, I don't know, it's maybe strained my back a little bit. So when I went off to a run today, my back really hurt, and I just basically bought it because I don't want to make it any worse for my run on Sunday, which is my 5k run in Morecambe with some friends. So I really don't want to jeopardise that. But other than that, I've done 2 of the 4 10k training runs that I need to do this week, and the last one should be on Saturday before the week starts again. So that means I've done 3 of the 4, which is not, or I will have done 3 of the 4, providing tomorrow goes okay, which is okay. I'm happy with that considering how busy I've been. Diet wise though, it's been a bit of a disaster. As I say, we've been sort of coming and going to Birmingham quite a lot. My wife is there again today, but she's her eyes are well enough that she can go on the train. Thankfully, decided to work. It was an unplanned appointment today, whereas the other 2 were planned. And so food wise, it's been bad. Been lots of easy meals and lunch. We had lunch out yesterday. I had a breakfast out on Tuesday. I had a takeaway. It's been bad, basically, very bad, and consequently my weigh-in this morning did not go well at all. Basically my scales punched me in the face by telling me I put on 4 pounds since last week, which is just shy of 2 kilos. I'm not sure how much of that is water. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses. Basically, I've put on 4 pounds. So what that means is, and it was something I was reluctant to do, but why would I stop doing something that's working? It means that I am going back on the shakes 2 meals a day, at least until the end of May. It's obviously the end. Still April at the moment. It's like 29th of April. I'm going to commit to it till at least the end of May, and then depending on how well it goes, hopefully going to carry it on till the day we go on holiday, basically, which is the sort of 19th of June. Yes, they're boring, but they are easy, they work, and it gives me at least 1 meal a day that I can actually look forward to because it's not so highly calorie controlled. Whereas if I was doing 3 meals a day, obviously I could find really low calorie options for breakfast and lunch, but I struggle. So it gives me 1 meal a day, which is my evening meal, where it can be a little bit more calorie heavy, and it doesn't affect it too much. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep with the running. back on the shakes, as is my wife, because I don't think her weigh-in went too well either. And yeah, hopefully next week will be a return to form, and we'll push on to basically. I want to get. Unfortunately, I'm now back over 16 stone, albeit by 0.01 of a pound or something like that. So I want to push on and try and lose that stone and get sub 15 stone by the time I go on holiday in June. That's the target for the second half of this season. Also want to get my running sorted so I can be comfortable doing a nice 5k higher pace, and well on my way to 10k for the back end of summer. That's it for me. I'm going to have my shake and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy sitting in my conservatory in the nice sunshine. My parrot's looking at me like I'm mad, and I'll see you in week 18, I think.